Nice. There we go. Gotta make sure it actually happens this time. All right, hold on. I forgot all about it because I ended up fucking vibing out to a blaze, which is how it always seems to work out. I don't know. Surprisingly, yesterday, with the not a party, didn't fucking kill my voice. I ended up being pretty fine after. If anything, like, I think after stream, my voice was feeling better for chatting bullshit than it had been in a while. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where all that came from and where it went, but that's where we seemingly are with everything. Hurrah! Hoorah! Hoorah! Hoorah across the fucking board. No, it was a fun evening. Ended up plotting out some of the planned race with hopefully virtual jam. Not hope. Well, the race will be with virtual jam camp eventually, but hopefully it'll be next week. But we'll get it sorted soon. But we're working on an American truck sim thing, and finally a good excuse to drag jam kicking and screaming back into streaming, as it should be. So I'm very much looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun and a good excuse for some dumb fucking times. I always enjoy American truck times. So or Euro truck or whatever truck. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to watch game trailers tonight. I might not. We'll see how I feel. This is a very chill evening ahead of a long weekend of bullshit this weekend. And then next weekend, I will be busy watching the 24 Hour of Lemons. Well, actually, I can't say that with the actual race existing called the 24 Hour of Lemons, but we'll go whatever. Anyway, hi, Nicola. Yeah, we're going to super clip all the time. It's a 12 out of 10 for super clipping. It's non-stop super clipping. That's all I want. I didn't get going through any of the trailers that I talked about going through the other day. I didn't do any of that because I've just been chilling and relaxing and maxing all cool and shooting some b-ball outside of the Madrid ring and doing whatever else. So yeah, I don't know. It's a fun time this week. I'm having a lot of fun. It's weird coming out of a 2.5 hour thing where it was like 2 hours of me doing dumb karaoke, feeling more energy than I did. So like this is very 2023 vibes, which is nice. Which I think shows where life is right now. So yeah, I'm not gonna count my chickens, but I'm gonna enjoy it while it's happening. Hooray! Good for me. Aren't I a special little bitch? A special little bitch across the board. Anyway, I bought F125 earlier and got the F126 DLC with it, and I showed Laws some of the Madrid ring a small bit. Was trying to get my head around it, not particularly enjoying it. I hadn't looked up anyone's videos on it, but I had heard the general feeling around the circuit, and but you know, I wanted to go into it blind and give it a chance and have a look at myself, and I guess now I'm going to try and learn it a bit more, with finding it very hard to navigate in a way that I enjoy, I guess. We'll see how this works out and how it feels and how things is. So, I don't know. But yeah, avoiding as much as I can of everything and just going in and existing. So, I was very disappointed with the fact that you can't even use the 25 cars on Madrid. But I feel my disappointment with F125 can be summed up with no less than about like 5 million words. It was fucking a pain in the ass getting around the menus to find out what I wanted. And then leaving because my settings weren't correct, even though I downloaded the trial of this like a couple of months ago on the PS5, and I bought it on the PS5 anyway because it's not like I'm going to have a wheel for a while on PC. Like fucking messing around with this on PlayStation, or like just in general, the menu system is so bad, and it feels like they just don't want you to fucking go and do a time trial or whatever. It's so hard to get through things, and then having fucking Natalie come at me and fucking yap about maybe now it's time for you to pick a driver and a team for some fucking online fan thing, and I'm like, why the fuck do I care? Like, fucking, can I not skip this properly? Can I not skip out of your fucking inane bullshit? Like, I feel EA, you know, EA ruin sports games a lot these days. I don't have a problem with EA as a publisher generally, because they've got some okay games. It's like, whatever. I don't want to be one of those people that, like, shits on label because label. But I suppose, like, also, I don't recall having that much of an issue going through EA Sports FC. Maybe it's the attempted Americanization of F1 and mainstream bullshit post Drive to Survive that is kind of the issue for me. But I feel like hiding away a lot of the stuff on the options is a bit of a bollocks move across the board. Let me turn down this a small bit more. Fucking with the fucking music. Also, the first song that was in the game, I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? From the EA Tracks thing. It was weird. I went through all the proper EA Tracks earlier, and I've turned them off, especially for YouTube reasons. But, yeah, it's weird. It's so weird. And like this fan zone thing, like being forced to go through and do this. So I went and chose Aston Martin and Lance Stroll because, you know, that's how it should work. But, it's been funny, like, seeing, like, I'm still the 4th most recent joined member for Lance Stroll, with 2,535, whatever the fuck. I don't know, and I don't care what the fan zone is. Like, I don't care. Why should I care? Like, fucking stop making me choose dumb things, you absolute fucking monsters. You damn pains in the hole. It reminds me an awful lot of why Forza Horizon's fucking menu system is shit. Actually, well, I'd say this is better than Forza Horizon's menu system. That's a fucking pile of wank. I was thinking the other day about how I need to remember for the end of year Game Awards stuff to complain about Forza Horizon basically being Windows fucking 8's tile system still being the Xbox One system. And how annoying that was. I've just gone to the wrong thing, haven't I? No, I haven't. Okay, right, no, I do go through here. But, yeah, I don't know. Just being forced into so many things. It's just like, I just want to get in race and do, or like get in time trial and do some dumb things. So, just let me do that. Just go and let me be happy and let me be stupid like I want to be, you absolute motherfuckers. So, it's a pain. It's a pain. I also feel like I learned a lot more about this F1 season than I knew before, which is like one thing, which is the manual DRS thing. Still, I thought there was some sort of automatic thing with it, but, you know, I've not been paying attention to what the commentators have been saying and have been, like, went into the tech stuff just kind of like, I don't care about the tech over the summer, because all I heard was whining, and the F1 forums are no longer fun to read with the subreddit and all that. I feel like it's just generally just, like, goes over my head because it's either tribalistic cockwombles or just people that like have fucking like, you know, it's the usual shit for online stuff. So I didn't care for it, but yeah. Anyway, let's hop out into the default setup and have a look-see at the driver's eye view, which I haven't really looked at yet actually. So. Yeah, I don't know. I miss playing F1 games with my wheel. I miss my wheel in general, but, you know, here we are. We've got a controller. It's fine. It'll do for now. And, yeah, finding the brake... I've already overshot it. I keep thinking that, like, I keep looking at it and being like, okay, so there's going to be a curve here to the right, isn't there? But I'm thinking on further into the lap, so... Really finding it hard to get my bearings, like, around here. Is where I thought I was due to be. I find that chicane kind of pointless and dumb. I don't know, it's just not cool looking. Okay, this is not the brake. This is the braking point up here. The elevation changes are nice looking, but not overall something I give a shit about. It's whatever. Also don't find that the part of the circuit around the banking to be all that interesting either, like going down into here and just having this like right hand thing is not that cool. This fucking default setup is something. I'm gonna actually try and not go with dumb meta setups this year. I'm gonna like try and spend some time working on my own and actually, you know, see how things affect the physics of the game for the most part, and not just go with the same old shit that everyone uses, which is like fucking whatever. I think I'm tired of the. Oh wait, yeah, this is the turn. I was too busy fucking looking at the side of the road and looking at the shit going on. This is like the point of Formula 1 where I'm just like, and sim racing, where I'm just like, I'm tired of the meta people. I'm tired. Also tired of meta too, but that's a completely different issue. Let's hop into this one now. Too late again. Aboo. I don't know. I don't find the cars that exciting in the game. Again, this is just from like hot lapping and time trialing and shit, so it's not like that big of a deal. And off track, it's fine. Gotta get used to it. Just trying to push it and see. Feeling very messy as well, trying to get used to a controller again over a wheel. So you know, it's. I miss my setup. Even if VR in the F1 games has generally been terrible, and I feel like I can't trust anyone that has played the game's opinion on it, seeing as everyone overlooked the general camera pivot issue with the VR stuff on PC. Well, not everyone, but you know, there are a few people out there who commented and mentioned it. So. Oh, too much. Okay, too much. Really gotta break down that. Goes back in a bit. Could have been able to taking that a bit lower down. Cars feel fine, I don't know, just not exciting. I hate the fucking whirring noise. They don't sound great with that. It was like reminding me of watching Snurble play House Flipper the other week and do some mowing. I was like, yeah, that's like that. I've not like watched many onboards this year. I've not used my extra stuff with watching F1. It's mostly been just like enjoying having group stuff on Discord and just hanging out and listening to the F1 TV commentary and avoiding Crofty, which has been a godsend. Early in that, I need to like wait for it to go down a bit before I brake in there. I don't need to brake hard there. I keep getting lost in terms of like where I am on the track. It's like fucking. I don't tend to look at where stands are or any of that. It's mostly side hoardings and stuff, and I guess with modern tracks, especially like this, with it being such a tight street circuit, you know, and there not being too much close by geometry, and that is unique. It's hard for me to tell from that where I am all the time. I found some of the racing stuff this year to be good. If you're referring to this year's stuff, like I thought Australia was a bit like of a it had me worried with the way it was going, but I don't know. I've enjoyed the fight with Mercedes and that, but there is a certain faked aspect to it. But it's not like we haven't had that with DRS. And then you know, I feel F1's fucking dumb corner position rules are just like not racing again, and that's obviously come to the forefront a bit with George pushing off Kimi and whatever else, and it not being conducive to real racing with the cornering rules. So The regulations are not the best, but still overall the most annoying thing I think is just like the way the series is governed from a what they expect from racers' point of view as well, so... You mean in the game? Okay, fair enough. I know it'd been a while since I checked chat, so I couldn't tell where it was. I don't know. I don't know how much racing in this game I'm gonna do. I feel like the F1 games are always just hot lapping for me and getting used to the cars and really trying to push it, and then maybe doing an online race here or there. I think I was put off the online racing ever since that time there was the corrupted file issue in like F123 or whatever, and I lost my... or F122. And after a really great Silverstone weekend where I was top like 5% or whatever, and it felt great, then just having all that taken away from me, I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do this shit anymore. I keep forgetting to open my wings. I don't need to brake there. It's the banking. I should have seen that this was this corner. I didn't have to brake. Fuck me. Fuck me. Sure, let's just smash him at the end, it's fine. I'm really sad we didn't get access to even just doing the other cars on the time trial part. Like, I don't know. Would have been nice. Ah, oh, fuck it, that's really... I broke myself there, okay. So, break at these boards around here. Maybe a bit later would do, but I want to keep that pace going. I can't even keep that pace going. I don't want to keep that pace in. Okay. I don't like that part of the circuit. I feel like it's just like... fucking... whatever. You know, I've been comparing it to Jeddah, and I guess I see it a bit in terms of like actual track makeup, but I don't feel it fully. I was saying earlier that I think it's like the weirdest circuit I've seen since Vietnam. And that's been a while. It seems like it seems more in its own breed of like how the track is. Really fucking sent that way too early. I was worried about slipping out, so I didn't turn back quick enough. See if I can remember any of this. So, brake around here. Try braking it around like 80 here. down too much went down too many gears. Fuck me. I'm really not braking anywhere near enough and turning it anywhere early enough. It's a very deceiving corner. That one I'm just not carrying any sort of speed through at all. Ah, shit. Okay, that seems like a much better way to take that line than take it a bit more straight. Kind of reminds me of Zolder. You take it that way, which is intriguing. Wonder if they'll change any of that profile for the actual race. Too much, way too much. Must have done the off track earlier in the lap then. I didn't see the lights flashing on the wheel. I keep fucking... No, there's flashing. Okay, that didn't count as an off track before? That's weird. Got distracted looking at the wheel. I forgot where I was as well. I feel the lighting on this looks like a bit weird. There's like too many different artifacts going on. I'm just like, eh. I don't know if I like that. So I don't want to get on the power anyway early there in mid-corner. Maybe coast it in a bit higher and let it drop down more. Also not hit 7th, max and 7th, that's nowhere near what I need. So off lap, that's fine. Really fucking egged it in 3rd. I haven't liked the way wheel spins worked for like a good few games of F1 now, and how it feels in the lower gears. Not that I don't want it to be there, I don't like how where it feels like on just like the control aspect and what happens when you do it, and how both forgiving and unforgiving it is at the same time. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't like it. Fuck me. I don't know. Oh fuck. Really fucked that up, right? Well, this is gonna be a bad lap anyway after fucking up coming off the final turn. It's fine. I tried doing a bunch of laps around Monaco earlier and I could just not get a clean lap. That was including like laps where I felt like I was fully clean the whole way through, so I've no clue where I was possibly going beyond limits. Oh, that's way too much. Way too much. Love tap on the wall. Ah, fuck me. Not great. Not great. I'm not getting out wide enough there anyway. It's too late on braking because I was too busy worrying about getting out wide. It's weird driving in a T-cab as well. So I do need to let off a bit more there. I'm trying to like coast through those corners a bit more and take as much speed as I can into here. I need to brake as hard more if I let off there too. Not even in the same fucking country as the Apex. Keep tapping that wall. Fuck. Honestly, that was a proper leaderboard time then, seeing as the thingy updated. No idea how I ended up in 6th there compared to my previous runs, but sure, we'll go with it. Yeah, so with the making off that corner, I need to like really brake, especially with like, the angle I have to take. If I can't get it straight, I really need to like fucking start braking around 120, say there. Oh, way too wide, way too fucking wide. Fuck. Oh, I got it off track. I really wanted to see how much I could cut that. I felt like that was a cool angle to take. So I guess just enough went over the line to count as an off track. Shame. I think trying to cheese that chicane is probably my favourite part of the track now. Sliding that out. Don't care too much, things the lap is already void. It's like around here for braking. I feels 2's too low on that, but it feels like I can't do a 3. Ooh, really sliding that out. Ooh. Let's just drift down the whole fucking straight. Sure, why not? I can now easily say that drifting in this is more fun than Forza 6. Which should not compute. Okay, that worked out. So around 80 here. That was maybe about 70, a bit late. Keep dipping off the banking. I keep ending up down in 7th there. I find it really hard to like tell just by ear when to go from seventh to 8th. I don't know, I hate the sound of these cars and I hate the sound of the cars in the game. One of these days I'll hit that apex in the penultimate turn. Oh, that was a bad turn back. Ah, fuck me. I mean, as with any track, like fucking, I could love any racetrack in terms of like, you know, trying to get that last bit, and whenever you start pushing it a bit beyond your own personal limits, even if I'm not particularly fast right now, like pushing against myself and trying to fucking get optimal lines and get into a flow is, you know, as fun as ever. I'm warming up to a bit from a driving aspect. I'm like trying to struggle with like whether I should stay a bit more left there. I ended up going back more to the right. It's Find the braking lane, that could be very interesting, maybe. Bracket, stop drifting, stop it. Try and get one more clean lap in. Yeah, if I could like hook it up like that, I feel like I'd carry so much more speed through. Which is just what makes it feel so much like Zolder. Fuck that up, that's not a clean lap, okay. Am I starting to like the Mattering? I feel like I'm starting to like the Mattering. Maybe it's not describing it as weird earlier, that it's just like starting to fit me, or like, oh, okay. That leads to some interesting stuff from a concentration point of view. Oh, I broke way too early. Way too early. Alright. I guess you could say about this about like any new circuit you create, but there's just certain aspects to it that, like, especially those chicanes, that make it feel more like a video game circuit, like a fictional circuit from like a Toka or something. Carry a lot of extra speed in there with that line, so... Carry any extra speed with that line, or that. Alright. Oh, I think I've already fucked up the next lap then, fuck. Never gonna get that clean lap again after I said one more. Ah, fuck it. I mean, this was already a fucked lap anyway, so it's fine. Already well scuffed. Oh my god, my turn-in is not so bad. Alright, that was a clean lap. Okay, cool. That's how many laps was that? That must be like fucking near 20 or something, or... There's a lot of laps. Yeah, 20. Okay. So, 137.244. Beat Carter McD. How do I... Where do I go to view the leaderboard? Do I have to go back to the fucking menu to do that? Excuse me. The loading times on PS5 are fucking terrible. They're so, like, just distracting and awful. Painful. Where do I leave my phone? Fan points. You earn fan. I don't fucking care about the fucking Lance Stroll or Aston Martin's fan zone. Go away. Stop it. So I have to do that. Yeah, the view leaderboard. Okay, right. Fucking back to Madrid. Right, triangle. Sergio Fletcher. Why has he got like what? Oh, is it because he's on the same like thingy as me, or like no? That guy's also. Are these like esports people then? Is that what that is? Find me. Where am I? 3,106. What's the top time? 127. Okay, so I'm 10 seconds off the top time, and the top 57%. Okay, so I've got a lot of fucking time to make up. Already down to 3,100. Or is that 31,000? 31,000. Fucking, I can't read. I probably also said 3,100 and something earlier, around 20 odd or whatever. Yeah. So decent chunk of time to gain. I'd want to gain at least 6 seconds to get to around my usual par to world, which would be nice. Yeah, fucking like it's funny looking at this and seeing a lot of the same old names on the leaderboard. Like looking at this and I'm like, huh. Also, it's not even the 5th here yet. This game has the wrong date. Yeah, I don't know. What else do I want to have a look at? How is it on Belgium? Let's have a look at these new cars on Belgium and try and dial myself in something here in terms of just fucking around. I wonder what I can do with the car and myself. I mean, I'm trying to think of like where I can make up a lot of space. Maybe there's a lot of time to be made through that chicane if I can actually turn in right. Again, very Zolder like. You know, trying to straighten. No, I think the way the wall comes back on the left for going under the little bridge makes that interesting because it kind of stops you from being able to really, you know, properly send it. Whereas like, you know, if it was a bit more straight, if it was a bit more like Zolder, you could really just like send it in there and hope for the best through that. Oh, pizza! I want pizza. Oh, way too much fucking extra juice in that. Weird spot to allow you to do your wings. So yeah, wings off, going up through Eau Rouge and Radion until you get to the top. Makes sense. Gonna need to drop a gear again. Alright, so no wing at all through here. Like even before that, and then as you get here. Power anyway early at all. That was an off track, yeah. Kinda got bogged down second, 8th. So I guess just stay 7th up through there. Oh, it can carry so much more speed through there too. Fuck. Hey Don, how's it going? Happy late Thursday to you. Sticking third there is a bit of a mistake, but I don't know. Feels like I can't risk taking it in second, otherwise I'm like just really fucking in a danger spot. 4th is also too early there. Okay. Out of the corners in these cars is interesting. I don't like where 7th and 8th is for going up through Radion. Oh, that's way too early. That's way too early, yeah. I think I hate that noise the most. Way too late in the break in there. Way too late. Yeah, I've gotta take that, like at least very much early short shift in third up on that one. Oh my god, why did I fucking pull it there? I think that's field of view throwing me a bit. Oh, why did I go down to 6th? I hate it. I fucking hate it. Oh, way too late in turning back. Oh my god, way too late again. Oh, I forgot to wing it up. Wash out. Let me try and get a clean up on this, and then I'll go back to Madrid and have a look at it with first-person view. Helmet cam. Oh my god, terrible, terrible. I'm actually gonna restart lap on that one just because I'm getting so much time through 2E1. Want to try and set a half decent lap before fuck. There goes most of my time in T1 though. Especially if I'm gonna break that late. Oh my god. Okay, let me restart again. That's fucking terrible. Better. I've ended up so far right for that fucking breaking point. I don't know how, but I do know how, but still. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just head back to Madrid. Alright. Do some of that, and then I'll figure out what I do for like the rest of the evening. Might go and watch the accessibility showcase and the Latin American showcase. For the hell of it. Bum ba ba da bum 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 bum. Alright. So yeah, it breaks around like 80 there and then breaks down to third. Takes that through fourth. Maybe just like giving enough confidence to the car through a lot of that. I could carry so much more speed through there if I really did whatever instead of washing out into the wall as well, which does not help. Oh, should not have gone up to 7th. It's amazing how not being in the T-cam for this makes it different. That is like a good bit of elevation change there, though. That's... it reminds me an awful lot of like a Project Gotham Racing kind of vibe for the track build. With that, I guess I did say like it has a video game feel to it earlier on, but some of those turns remind me of one of the circuits in PGR 3, I think. Turn in early enough, I could have took that in 5th. Maybe if I fucking actually turned in there, it would work out. Fuck. I'm really struggling like figuring out when to do 8th. And some of this stuff. I guess like Madrid is fine, but going to Spa and where the gearing ends up with that has kind of fucked me up. Yeah, it's just drifted in there, sure. That's terrible. Terrible. Also terrible. Yeah, Ganj, I knew you were here, yeah. It's how I work. I can sense everyone. I can smell everyone. I can just smell you from here. I sniffed in the air and I was like, is that a smelling of unjust in the air? I was like, yeah. Hey, those games are fucking great. PGR 3 is like fantastic. It's such a good game. I still need to, now that I'm dabbling with more emulators, I need to go and try Metropolis Street Racer. And see how it works out. See how it lives up to my tastes. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Also terrible. Holy shit, that was bad. It is true. It's one of the biggest noses I know outside of like Triple H. It's huge. Gigantic schnoz. It keeps me warm in the winter and my upper body dry in the spring and summer, which is nice. I'm glad you noticed. Tee. Oh, fuck off. Terrible. Right, back to TCAM it is. I think I need to readjust my field of view for actual helmet cam if I'm going to do some of that again. It's weird doing it without a wheel. Oh, can almost get through that in 6th. Like, I think with like a bit more turn in, because it feels like there's enough grip there to really let the front turn in, that can probably take that like almost flat in 6th, which is interesting. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Myself like one good chance at this and I might move on to something else that isn't F1. Or I should try a race around here like whatever AI level and see how it works out. Like do lower level AI, maybe 10 laps or something, and just see how well I can get around it. Oh, can't even like let go in there. I didn't turn in early enough anyway. I had a bad line coming out of the previous one, but I was really hopeful I could have carried a good bit of speed through there. I'm not going to beat my fastest times at all. Not doing well with learning this track, I feel. Oh wow, fucking sent it. Fucking sent it way too much. Oh, if I sneeze, they'll just like blow away. You know, it's a never-ending process of sending them away purposefully over and over again. You know, but it keeps the orbit going of our general solar system, so it's important that I remember it. Fuck me. Oh, I'm still in 4th, that's why. Okay, let's try and get some shit together with this. I thought I'd got down to 3rd. I'm not in with the engine sounds yet. That's gonna be a cut, isn't it? Yeah. Shame. I'm like turning in way too late there now. I'm still got a lot of time to gain in this section, seemingly. Oh, way too late in turning. Terrible. Same with that, but whatever. I just want to get set up for the next one. There's like so much wheel spin in fourth out of the final corner too. Fuel sense is low. I guess I'm gonna have to switch. Wow, awful line. Okay, I can see a bit where I've got like a good few seconds I can make up. Nowhere near the 10 seconds to get to the top of the leaderboard. That'll never happen, but oh, that counts as an off track. Okay. Gonna try and really fix that. Is that gonna be an off track for the next lap? It might be. Alright. Okay, I'm adamant I'm gonna get like a good solid lap now on this and maybe try and get down a bit below where I was. Never mind on that one, fuck. Impossible. Oh my god, so much fucking braking bullshit in that. Right, hold on, let's just try and get into a flow again. better. A bit slow, but like better placement of shit, especially through the first and middle sections. Just gotta dial in speed and gearing. Just turned in too late on that previous one. Hey Bubba, how's it going? Alright. Finally a clean lap again, it's been a while. Get one more clean lap in and then I'll call it, and we'll go and look at some of those trailers from tonight. Okay, I did count. Never mind. Alright, let's see. What can I look at my leaderboard from here? Where am I? Alright, 136.2. I'm up to 28,000 in the world, at least top 52%. So I'm verging on just about being above fucking average. At times I need to work on. These guys aren't using custom setups. Guy right in front of me is also not using any assists, so yeah, I just gotta pull that shit together. He is also using the adjusted performance stuff. Okay. Cool. Right. Well, I think that's enough F1 for me then. That was nice. That was fun. Pretty. I'm getting used to Madrid now, and it seems not the worst. So that's what I can say. Mad Ring, not the worst. I'll be back in like 5 minutes, and then we'll go and watch some stuff. Oh, I've dropped 1,000 frames over internet connection so far. Huh. I wonder when the drop network frames came. Huh. Well, that happened. So that's fun. Wonder when that was, right? I'll be back. Oh, okay, right. I thought I had fucking unmuted my mic. I hadn't. They can tell how tired I am after a long week and a long fucking day. I had not unmuted my mic. That's nice. That's nice. That works out well. Anyway, yeah, so apparently like around 11:30 then was a 40-second drop from looking at the Twitch inspector, so that explains a lot. That explains a lot. Right, anyway. Latin American Games Showcase happened earlier, and I wasn't going to stream it today, but I figured now that I've got time and get it out of the way. I haven't looked through the other 3 showcases that that happened yet, so we'll see how that goes at whatever point. How's the audio on this? Bit lowish.
Hola, and welcome to the Latin America Games Showcase. I'm Clara Kovacic. I'm the lead actress of Insomnia, this retro survival horror with live-action cutscenes from Buenos Aires, Argentina. On behalf of myself, Andres Borghi, Sabiot Studios, and New Blood Interactive, we can wait
so I don't need
this
other
year.
subtitles
and
then?
We hope you enjoyed today this
Very
new
nice.
look at the game and all the other games that are going to be here. So, que tengan un buen día.
Oh, hi! This was shown off at one of the other directs already this week, I think. I just love some live action cutscenes. Very nice. This lad's got some big beach feet.
Hola a todos y bienvenidos a Latin American Game Showcase Summer Game Pass Edition. I'm Steffi Varela and today we're coming to you from the beautiful beaches of Colón in Panama. Today's showcase features over 80 games from across Latin America, including world premieres, release date announcements, and major updates from some of the region's most exciting titles. Huge thanks to all of our presenting sponsors, Raw Fury, Two Wedges, Annapurna Interactive, New Blood Interactive,
I like the way she said
Studios,
Annapurna.
ID at Xbox, Goldpack Goblins, and to all of our partners for helping make this showcase possible. Throughout the show, you'll see this icon on screen that means there's a playable demo available right now, and you'll be able to find it all on our official Steam event running all week long. But you're here for the game, so let's get started. Brazil is without a doubt one of the biggest forces in Latin American game development. But what's truly exciting is seeing more countries from across the region step into the global stage every year. So let's take a look at how we're growing together, starting with the world premiere from Colombia.
Oh, platform fighter? Oh my god, can the subtitle thing stop highlighting, please? Thank you. Playtest available now from the 4th to the 14th. Interesting. I'll add it to the interested pile, just because one day I want to like a platform fighter, seeing as I don't think that will ever truly be Smash. This isn't doing it for me. Even like looking at all the options, I just feel like there's just nothing that's really drawing me in. Even Big Tiger Daddy. Or Fox Daddy or whatever. Yeah, I just saw the tail. Ignore me. Meh. I think this is already going in the maybe pile. Possibly intrigued. Depends on how and where it goes combat-wise. Like, you know, it's got that, you know, 2D sticker style. I just feel I needed to be a bit more tactically involved later on or something. Oh, it's a Kickstarter thing. Okay, and they want to do Switch 2 and Steam and Switch. Ogre Pixel world premiere. Sarantine, where dreams awaken. It's a frog boy. Interrogate suspicious vermin. It's a giant drink. Find Kent a well-groomed grey fox. This is going in the want pile right now. Like those drums. Like those drums. Cozy old school MMORPG. Fishing. Etterspire from Argentina. Yeah, but they lost me at the Grey Fox though. Who likes grey foxes anyway? I'm never going to play this, but it looks fine. I know a few people to recommend that to. Oh, hello! Alright, that is like... That's an immediate must. I figured it was an outer sloth thing with some Amogus guys in there. So Mind Gen Renegades? Sure. That's in the fine pile. It looks interesting. I guess it just makes me want to play fucking, what do you call it? It's getting the sequel. I forgot the name. Endless Dungeon? Not my style. It looked fine. I don't know. It was whatever.
Pilot your submarine. Assemble your crew. Loud and left. We're running out of box into it. Can someone take care of the leaks? We're not going to make it.
I mean, it's gonna take like a lot for one of these games to really hit right. With where we are, like a submarine's an interesting dynamic. I don't know if it has enough there in that trailer to differentiate it from the likes of Lethal Company or fuck it. What's the other thing I'm thinking of?
Small teams and solo developers.
Astra Protocol? Protocol? I can't speak.
Is Garna hurt? I gotta find her. I gotta try to stand up.
Oh, thanks for the help. But I still can't believe we're in this mess because of you.
We both knew getting near the tower was forbidden.
I like the look of this.
So
I'm a sucker for pixel art games with some
We gotta cooperate and help each other.
any sort of emissive lighting effect going on or whatever. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's visually interesting for me. I'm easily pleased. Ornament tower, okay, yeah, that's going in the want pile. Feels very much like a portable screen kind
I
of
can't remember what we were like. That's weird.
fun thing.
but we have to keep moving forward. Together.
Ornament Tower.
Wishlist now.
The bathroom mirror. Trailer suddenly a lot louder. Holy shit. Ship miner. Seems alright. Out on the mirror too, yeah, I'll take it on the mirror. I'll take it anywhere. That's why I'm so easily pleased. I can take it anywhere. Tiny room, tiny bed, tiny lamp, tiny chaos. Oh god, it's a game for laws. Make cozy cafes. Okay. Dreamy bedrooms. I already know friends who will love every bit of this in comparison to some other things in this genre. Block, 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 block. Bump, 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 bump. We need more womp bass. Rise of Versa, that's a pretty good name. If you can create your own womp, go for it. Full on. Oh, this is, yeah, Bulbo believes the Baba is you kind of thing. Right, yeah. This seems interesting. But yeah, please womp. Everyone create your own womps. Personalized womps are needed. Whether it's a womp womp or just a womp. Yeah, I think the aspect of only being able to remember 4 things could make this decently cool and maybe not as frustrating as Baba Is You. Like, I fucking love Baba Is You a lot. Some of my favorite memories are myself and my friends sitting on the couch and just like looking at a puzzle and almost like using the TV as like a fucking... We needed a pointing stick. I think we actually did get... I think he might have grabbed something that was a pointing stick in the end for like figuring out what to do with some of the puzzles. It was very fun. But yeah, this Bulbo's belief system seems like I need it. I think it's like the next step in that kind of want. Ooh! This looks cozy. Oh, we're blomping now? I mean, whatever omp you want to do. That's as a stomp. Only, I don't take stomps from just anyone. Or cheaply. It's a nice weather vane. I can't even do that. Oh, hi, Jammy. How's it going? Blomp, blomp. Jam, I've started liking the Madrid circuit from a driving point of view. It's happened. It started clicking. It took me like an hour more of it, but it started clicking. Charming Hill. Okay, I'm down for looking at that. I hope you enjoyed your nap.
Shape your own hell.
Your own hell.
In this roguelike penance, seal pacts, bend the rules.
This is the Latin American Games Showcase.
Deepen thy
Canvas Infernum, huh?
and define sin. Create freely in sandbox mode. Punishment, repentance, indulgence.
Indulgence.
Canvas Infernum.
A Womp and B Womp are both needed to differentiate proportions for a proper Womp. That makes sense. Drilling game. That's the kind of skill tree I can get behind. And you can send out like little fucking like little minion drills to go out and do stuff. You know the drill's a pretty good game for a drill. A pretty good name for a drill game. You know the drill. Demo available too, so. Oh, those popping noises sound very satisfying. Okay, cool. Yes. Yes. Give it to me. There's probably a game out there that's just skill trees. Probably one that does it well too. If not, maybe it's a time to add it with some extra womps and make it. Execution heal. I'm so close. I'm so close. A more freedom of movement oriented Katana Zero seems like it could be interesting, so maybe that's kind of what it looks like.
It's not just where the region is today, but where it's heading next. A new generation of developers.
Still waiting for whenever that Katana Zero DLC comes out. I don't know if there's been any word on it in a while. I don't think I've looked it up since Davis first mentioned that he loved Katana Zero, so.
You wake up as a refueler on a planet where plants emit sound.
Yeah.
Explore alien temples, interact with your AI companion, upgrade your suit, face multiple endings, and solve dozens of unique puzzles.
Excuse me.
But in this game, sound and music are your core gameplay mechanics. For example, using your drone sphere, you can hear the ocean's depth.
Sound grass. Okay.
I'm Marcel, solo developer, and this is Soundgrass.
I need to check this out just from a just from that audio point of view. I'm very curious. Very curious. I wonder how this feels, because like looking at it immediately, it doesn't look like the jump, like the arc of the jump and the float look particularly exciting or interesting. Like obviously Celeste is going to be what people will compare this with, you know, both from the platforming and look point of view, and I don't know. I personally didn't like the look of the arc in those jumps, so I'm like, will that feel good? Who knows? There's no Lainey tonight. No, she posted in the Discord that there's no show. So, oh God, you already mentioned that. Yeah, okay, thank you. But yeah, that's why I'm here doing this. I was going to take the break today, but earlier I was going to do F1 maybe about like 4 or 5 hours ago, and then get like a couple of hours of rest before Lainey's show, and I just didn't. But then yeah, I was like, okay, I'll just come and hang out and make it 4 days in a row of doing. Pierre looks an awful lot like Neil Buchanan in Zap. Okay, I'm interested in this. Tabletop game called Role Player that made a game out of creating a D&D character was thinking a similar concept might be applied to the kill trees. Interesting. I'd have to look at that. We need that. I mean, there's got to be something out there, right? Or it's on the horizon. I feel like we just see a skill tree so often in gaming that we have to see it. This guy's movement reminds me of one of the toys from Toy Story 1. Where's my gear to make space music? I mean, I could just sit here and play Muse for 3 hours, but I do that often enough anyway. The new song did officially release here an hour and 5 minutes ago, so I've not listened to it yet that way, but I did take the virtual trip to New Zealand this afternoon to listen to it, so that's fun. This time, 3 weeks, I'll be trying to sneak in a full listen to the album just before Laney streams. Heaven Crawler. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that's going in the... This, though, hello. Okay. That's a framey video. That's a framey video. Tory beyond the gates, huh? I don't like the look of the UI. Or just the general, like, thing on it? I don't know. It's like the boss health bars especially, they don't look great. But, hey, maybe the gameplay is good. I should actually look at that demo, because I'm intrigued otherwise. Oh, hey, it's another classic shooter. As long as I wear a Blaney wig, best I can do is drawing on a Microsoft Paint wig and placing that over me on OBS. That's the best I can do. Beyond the frame rate, that's pretty good. Perspective is weird to you? I mean, Roxas, if there's anybody I trust over platformers, is you, so... Roxas is like the best gamer I know and the best platformer player I know. Like, actually insane skills. If you want to feel, if you want to look at someone play a video game, whatever else, Roxas has like been the king for years now. I've been watching him play or stuff, and I'm just like, this guy, he's just too good. Get your Microsoft Paint, sick.
I think I got some red on me.
Oh god, okay, that's... Loud Cube! I forgot I turned down Firefox and OBS a lot, so this is very loud for me in my ears. This is deafening me a fucking ton. How was Quantum Quartz? I had a look at that, and I felt like it didn't look like it might control well. I'm curious. And you know I'm right. You know I'm right. You've seen me play games too, so you're much better than me. But you're like the best I know at platformers, especially, but nearly everything. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem to interest me too much. Oh, you haven't tried them, you just don't know them. Okay, fair enough. I'm intrigued to hear your opinions on them. Especially full thoughts on Tori. Oh, this looks nice. This looks chill. I like the look of those trees. Okay, so it is going to be a survival game. I I can photograph a bear. Build a furnace, so just survival stuff with photography. Under canopies. Well, I guess I need to support Mexico, so... this genuinely looks pretty nice for a survival game in 2026. No combat, no stress. Okay. Cool, yeah. I feel like we're getting a lot more of those, like, no stress things, right? Pacopia seems to really have... I mean, it's been coming around for a while, because obviously these games are being, like... Are not because of Pacopia, but, you know... I think we're at that point for a lot more just, like, cozy, cash things. I'm here for it. Huh. So this is that other thing mentioned earlier. Orange is the color is the opposite color to blue. I might have already written this down somewhere during the week. I feel like I recognize it, but not this length of a demo. Oh no, I remember the animal. This animal. Yeah. Okay. I remember that run. Okay. This is a better trailer than the one they showed off earlier in the week. Scenes whenever it's the same trailer and I'm just being an idiot. Yeah, finally a good game from Peru. There was one earlier I wasn't too fond of, but
Talking about the next generation, earlier this year we hosted the second edition of the LAX Game Jam, bringing together hundreds of developers from across Latin America to create games inspired by the theme Jack of all trades, master of none. What followed was an incredible variety of interpretations, from
Skyflowers looks interesting.
Experimental mechanics to competitive multiplayer experiences.
Log and Chupacabra.
Visual styles.
Billiards night out. Okay.
And while many of these games are still on the horizon, let's look at some games you can play right now.
That billiards game looks has me. If the physics are good in that, it has me.
Underwater world in A Tale of Silent Depths, a tactical RPG where you command a submarine, battle terrifying creatures, and survive the mysteries hidden beneath the ocean floor. Beat the Champions throws legendary players into explosive arcade matches packed with insane abilities, fast plays, and
I'll try it.
chaos.
Beat is out now,
No
okay.
mercy, just goals. Jump into the action today. Start your engines and leave chaos behind.
I saw there was a new football game released called Goals that has like a really bad rating on Steam. I didn't read any of the reviews, but I'm curious.
Take on dangerous contracts, sabotage rival gangs, and fight your way through the death zone as Mercenary Claire. Step into a decaying nightmare in Comatose, a retro-inspired
I like
FPS where you
my favorite stuff about gaming has been the change in that. Like I that's why whenever I bring up Eco all the time and play Eco and then Shadow of the Colossus, I feel like they're the games that changed how I view video games as an art platform, and it opened me up to like beyond my sports and quiz and general like Tomb Raider and some platforming upbringing. And then like it's been like an amazing way from there, but like yeah, especially you know indie developers and are so fucking cool for the variety of it, right, and what you can get from it. Like, you know, you're gonna get a lot of slop and shovelware now, especially as more people are doing things, but I don't know. It's why I love looking at this Latin America showcase or the Black Voices in Gaming showcase and seeing different aspects coming in. Like that Black Pirates game doesn't feel something I'd play overall, but I love the idea behind it and looking at that, and I don't know, seeing all these different aspects, especially this week. I feel like this week there's been such a breadth of reasons for making a game and showcasing what makes it interesting, and that I'm blanking on the name again, and that does it as a service because I'm really interested in it. But the game by the person from Belgium from the Black Voices in Gaming showcase that was about their own journey of the trauma dealing with their father struggling with their with them coming out with their sexuality and like other stuff from that and other like life trauma is very interesting. I like seeing, you know, just anything come out. It's kind of like, you know, I've always had the same thoughts with streaming and stuff. It's like I loved seeing people over the last number of years just stream different things and different interests. I love seeing different interests portrayed in whatever way people want to put out and whatever passions they want to talk about. It's, you know, very inspiring, and it's always nice to see that in fucking movies, games, and whatever else. And I you know, it's an aspect of games that doesn't get touched on enough, but now, like, there are so many developers across the board that we hit it a lot, and that's just so exciting. So exciting.
The technology and you are very compatible. You will become an
I feel like... So Laws was telling me earlier about how the PlayStation sales have gone down drastically in the UK from the price increases. So as people have to either deal with the computer stuff they have, or even maybe have to go back to older things, like, you know, I feel like this is an interesting time and a perfect time for breeding real good creativity by being stuck, quotations and that, being stuck on current hardware or lower hardware, or having to target lower hardware for longer. You know, the AAA gaming space may stagnate further, as it has been on and off, but being in that spot where people can make things a lot easier, and while, you know, seeing the stuff about people scanning in 3D clay objects and that easily into their own like little small games and stuff now, it's
game that you can play solo.
I'm excited for the next few years, and I've never been more positive about gaming as a whole. It's great.
Adventure yourselves through the dark places.
As a breeder, you agree? Oh, Deep Dish Dungeon, this has never looked great. I don't know.
Because it's full of symbols and hidden mysteries.
Oh, I played Rain. I already played Rain. Rain's very good. I fucking love Rain.
This year and fall 2026.
I fucking love Rain. I forget how I played it and when I played it. It might have been through the PlayStation Cloud, but I loved Rain and I love the look of it. It was really good. Really good. But yeah, that's the kind of game I'm talking about. Fucking loved it. Limitations often force creative solutions. Exactly. Yeah, like that's the interesting thing of it, and you know, like indie games, you know, the stereotype of them falling in on the same, you know, stuff where they all end up going around the same idea and focusing on a specific thing and like maybe doing like a light twist on something to try and get success in there is always there, but like, you just have to look at Steam, and, you know, people will talk about the amount of shovelware that releases daily on Steam, but there's just so much soul out there being released constantly, and there's, like, almost something that can speak to you with a depth that a lot of other things can't, like, quite often. And, you know, discoverability has become the main word in gaming for quite a while now, and you know, it's why I like looking at all these different showcases, because even if they're shit, and even if I end up complaining about them, like Luigi Kid's showcase, I still might see something I like just I love just getting a chance to see something new or interesting, or something that makes me feel something and makes me feel like I want to play something. Like this Magical Blush looks pretty decent. I don't know. I also might suggest this to one of my exes, who the one that bought that Witch game on the Switch very early. But as I get older and get like more comfortable with myself, and you know, that's still a never ongoing process, and I feel really comfortable with myself anyway. I don't know. As I say, like, as you know, it's what I saw with the streaming stuff, and what I love about streaming stuff, and what I loved about discovering Windbag and then Laney, and then going on from there, and just like being like, oh, so like streaming can be this, and it's not just fucking people that annoy me, and why I don't particularly pay attention to the vast majority of like the internet, you know, like sort of hidden away thing. There's just like so much there with gaming too that is just like cool as shit. And it's why I like places like Keymailer as well, where, like, you know, most of the games are like whatever, and they'll be for someone, but it's nice to get suggested something to try where I'm like, oh, this is like different. And I haven't had a chance to look at Keymailer properly in like 18 months or whatever, but I need to look at that, you know. I need to go through there and see some more.
Hi, this is Mark.
I think it's why I've always liked walking simulators as well, is for what it can do for storytelling and whatever the author wants to put in. Like, you know, like, I feel like author is a word that should be used a bit more with that style of game, at least. It's just there's something interesting about it, and I guess that's also where the Chinese room kind of won me over a bit, and was another like big changing moment for me in like viewing what games could be, whether through any light side of interactivity versus what you might want to tell and showcase and interest the player. Because I look, you know, fuck, I forget where it was, whether it was like, I did in my Discord a while ago of watching through some 80s and 90s tech shows and seeing like the push forward for, you know, virtual landscapes and stuff. You know, you see it still with meta, whenever they were talking about the metaverse and all that, right? And it's not like it, like, you know, it's a well done thing, especially in sci-fi movies. It's not like it's a niche idea, but it's why I'm surprised it is not explored enough in gaming for going through all these different topics. And I don't know, seeing so many people this year do very personal tales in gaming, just, I don't know, really gives me a lot of energy and hope and joy, even if those games will not end up being for me. Enjoy your chores, Boba, and chairs, if you have to do any chairs and chores. I can't speak. Then Constance, I've not seen Constance. Yeah, like, I think, like, I feel most of the media I consume is, in general, is like depressed stories and depressed music and all that. I feel like it's how I got into like Kite as a band, for their, you know, a very consistent. They're very consistently depressing, and and they're very singular in their scope for how they write music and what they write music about, which can great if you listen too long to it. But I feel like I've got enough stuff for levity and brevity between all that that kind of helps me stick with all of that in its own way. And I don't know. I think playing Flock Around recently was like just a really fun daybreak, and helping with all that.
Survival adventure mixing exploration, crafting, and co-op dungeon crawling. Colorbound, a beautiful color-based puzzle adventure.
Well, see, that's the thing about Bethesda games, right? Is I feel like a lot of people that talk about Bethesda games like the side content, and I love good side content games. I think, you know, I view myself similar with stuff like a Dragon and Yakuza, where the side content is just so much more memorable and interesting to me than some of the main story stuff that I've seen and played in those games. So, I mean, it makes sense. Sometimes it's like a throwaway gag or whatever, but it can like leave an impression, right? Or like it can extend out if you're doing 3 or 4 missions around it. It's I think like sandboxes, treating stuff like as a sandbox and having a few interesting bits and pieces in it is another fun part of those sort of games. And what I used to love about Bethesda stuff, I've fallen off that because I don't know, I've not hit enough spots where I'm like, oh, that's fun going around there. I think it's what I was lacking with GTA 5 as well, over say GTA 4 or the Red Dead games. You know, Red Dead 2 had that in spades. We're just going around and seeing little pieces like come around of a world built by these developers is very fun and intriguing, and I feel like gave me that sense of what I first experienced with Oblivion, whenever being my first Bethesda game, as an aspect of just, I don't know, that weird connection with developers and all that. It's like that's what I loved about Breath of the Wild was not the story and not going and doing whatever and not going to battle Ganon, but some of the hidden seeds and just being like, oh, that looks interesting, I'm gonna do that, and it's like a very like innocuous thing, but like there was a reward at the end of it because the developers had placed it there and like hope people would do that, and a lot of those are obvious, but some of those are like very interesting, and I kind of love that aspect of just like it feels like treating the player with respect for exploring the world built, I guess, is where I see it. And you know, anytime I play a game where there are some collectibles, but like I check every corner and it's like it doesn't feel like there's enough around or enough interesting things around, even stuff that isn't like a collectible but just like a little thing in an area, giving life to like not everything, like you can't put something in every area, but I don't know, there's like a thing there that can fit in, that can really build out a respect for the player. And I feel like The Last of Us kind of lacks in that a bit for me, even if I love the game overall. It's what I've kind of been annoyed about with The Last of Us. I've not played enough Uncharted to say that Naughty Dog does the same there, but I don't know. I think it all comes back to that similar, you know, thing of what I looked for since Oblivion and other games of a similar vibe and suit. But yeah, the Breath of the Wild stuff, there's just something special about doing a thing that just feels out of way of the overall thing. And maybe it means more other games aren't Breath of the Wild because that game's built up heavily with that, but you know, even if it's like one developer or like a small team of developers and an overall crew, like just feeling that sort of in sync with that, oh, so this is what you were going for when you built this and we kind of clicked together in this, that feels good. It's like a weird human connection thing bridging between this virtual world and like fucking some like 3 or 4 people at computers elsewhere. I don't know, that's just fucking cool. It's I guess it's the gaming equivalent of seeing like a fun little Easter egg in the background, but more involving and more interesting, and yeah, it's something. Final flavor. This looks more interesting than Deep Dish Dungeon. Ah, loud. Okay, Saoirse, Lenny, Grace, Chi. Oh yeah, stopping games and admiring the texture work is like a big thing for me. Especially whenever you can appreciate a game that maybe doesn't have the best textures overall, but just has like something to it that you're like, oh, that's like some fun, like a little art thing. That's cool to see someone work on that and develop that and be like, I want to put this in for whatever reason. I'm debating between the bottom 2 areas for this trailer. Seems fine. Most of the other trailers I've been talking through have just been adding to the whatever pile. I'll put it in the maybe. Lake of Tears. Dora's been sealed for generations, protecting ourselves. So. Crown Warden, huh? Okay. I'll have a look at that. Thanks, Mexico. It's like a Muso game, but good. Feels weird to be sitting here on a Thursday night and not currently like doing visual commands and stuff. Or having StreamerBot open but not having it open on my deck page for messing around with visual stuff. I don't know. Sometimes whenever Laney's not streaming, I will sit here and be like, think about it. It's hard not to get out of mindset, especially after doing it in for 3.5 years now for being a mod, but like at least 2, I think, for visual stuff. As it's been growing. Lions God mode, yeah. Just imagine everything's all lined up now. Dungeons and desserts. Okay, I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? And desserts.
Can't take it anymore. That's it for me. I'm going on vacation. That's final.
But sir, who will you rule if you leave?
Oh.
This animation feels like something Carp and I would end up being involved with Carp doing all the animation. Stamperer, the Jester's Decree, huh? So a stamping game? Papers, please-esque-ish? Oh, I like the wee voice line. That was... Okay, sure. Maybe, pal. Stamperer.
So Litany is a roguelike deck builder about making impossible combos, absurd synergies, and those big numbers that makes you feel like you broken the game. In this dungeon, the gods are dead, and we only worship what we cannot burn.
I do love big numbers that help me feel like I broke a game. I don't get to experience that enough.
And different from other dark fantasy.
That's why I love Nubby's Number Factory and Balatro so much, right? And I feel like it's what Clover Pit has been lacking for me. But maybe there's a way to break things in that game that I just haven't figured out. I'll give myself a few more months with it and see if I try it again at all, and then maybe look some stuff up on it and see.
The demo for Litany released today on Steam, so please go play the game.
It's like I was talking about Racoin yesterday or the day before, and
instant feed for 2 edges. Dark fantasy.
Racoin is very satisfying whenever you get like a million coins popping off, and the coins popping off causes more coins to pop off, and you get that build together with everything. But
when we participate in some events, we really
it feels like those builds are so few and far between, and I get it because you can't have every build being a win, but there's just such a difference in that game between a build that gets you to like level 11 or 12, or a bin that gets you through level 15 and on into a win, that it just feels unsatisfying whenever you don't hit those builds. And again, maybe there's like ways to like sort out builds more in that game that I'm not fully connecting with the abilities plus coins and any of that shit, but
since the beginning of Lags,
I don't know.
Has been one of the defining genres of our showcases.
It's probably the biggest disappointment for me this year is Racoin, and seeing though, because I got my highest score in that game really early on, like in game 2 or 3, and I've come nowhere near hitting that again, and that's just kind of like it just kind of sucks at that point, right? It feels like you've already reached a peak that you might never get again. So what's the point? Almost, I don't know. I know other game still has other stuff that's interesting, but I don't know. It kind of takes it away. The key is within them. Oh, finally, a classic. Thank you, Peru. Esomenic. Okay, sure. I'll mark that down to the one.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Me too.
How long has it been since your last confession?
At least 30 years.
Since I was 9.
That's a long time. What are your sins?
I'm scared.
How did you even think to do that?
I saw it on TV, then in a dream, and I wanted to know what it felt like.
What?
Do your parents know you did this?
No.
Does anyone?
No. Am I gonna go to hell?
Maybe. If you don't grow out of it.
I don't know about that one, lads. Ew.
Who am I? You don't know what you've done, Lily. Juliet, you can't do everything for everyone. You've been acting a bit off
Yeah, Roxas, I feel like I'm the same with that. I'm the same with that kind of horror game. It depends. It has to be like really good writing and that sort of thing to hook me, and it just so rarely is. Or good suspense. I feel the Taiwanese game that I played a bunch of years ago. Oh, I forget the name of it, but yeah, that. Enjoy your gaming. Enjoy your gaming, Gunge. Thanks for popping in. Enjoy your lurk. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Have a good time. Go do those things. Were those boobs? I wasn't paying attention. I just saw it. Oh, that's fucking loud. How long's left in this showcase? About 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Hello, thank you for installing Desktop Explorer. You'll be presented with puzzles around basic computer usage.
Claudio Pizarro?
Who knows what you might find? Your goal is to find the password and unlock the next puzzle folder. Color me impressed. You'll do great. Just ignore the feeling of being watched. I love puzzles.
Okay. Is that one of the characters from Peak? Alright, so a variety of different old game styles.
This is getting pretty creepy.
This is just called Desktop Explorer? Okay.
Thanks for using Desktop Explorer. See you later.
Sweat Superman? Yeah, yeah. Mixed with, fuck it, where was Pizarro from? Claudio Pizarro.
There is something dark in here. There are things here that...
Oh, but he was from Peru. I see, okay. Yeah, former Peruvian footballer. Huh. No. Ah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Well, I wonder what his love of football, if anything, ever fitted in with that. This doesn't seem my style of thing at all. This is fine.
This is the path you want to follow.
We need to get out of here. Now!
It's okay. I know you can...
I'll see how long the women-led games showcase is, and maybe throw it in tomorrow if it's too long.
As our platform continues to grow, we've been looking for better ways to support and stay connected with our developers, creators, and community year-round.
I didn't have the energy up for streaming today, and I wasn't ready for it in that sense. Like, I'm fine, but I wasn't expecting to stream, so
community programs for players, creators, and developers alike. We'll soon be sharing more information.
my mindset isn't set up for maybe going to 3 or 4 a.m.
More games. From folklore and mythology to personal memories and real-world inspiration, this next segment reflects the many voices and cultures that make our games special.
If I disappear, you'll find me. Right, Luna? Who is Luna? Luna is a cat. Are we going to play as the cat? A nimble cat. A stealthy cat. But most important, she can find my memories, or Bruma. Okay, add it to the list of fucking games this week that we've seen where your pet is looking for something that the owner left behind. Thank you, my phone, for auto-correcting the game's name to Brian instead of Bruma. Thank you, I appreciate it. Why the cross and that with those eyes? Yeah, I mean it was an interesting close-up, especially with the way the beak was positioned. I can see why. I thought it was funny. Excuse me. Oh, is this the Black Pirates game? Yeah, this is the one I was talking about the other day, where the concept intrigued me, even if I don't know if I'd play the full game. But yeah, like, various slaves being taken over from Africa to Brazil, hijack a ship, and then every slave is from like a different area or has a different background and has different different ideas for what to go forward with and what their motivations are, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I thought it was intriguing. Q2 2027. Okay. I'm not going to write it down because I already know what's on my list elsewhere, so... Are they going to cycle into each other and fall in love? 2 bikes passing in the day. 2 lives closer than they seem. Is this going to be like one of those things where they get together 18 years later and they post on Reddit that somehow they ended up in the same picture as children from a theme park? Their story. Full stop. It's important that in the full stop. I mean, this seems cute. It's something that could work. I'm intrigued to see the puzzle elements, but a list of fucking games? We're at it. We have a list of fucking games now? Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that I could burp and help Spera somehow. She's clearly magically controlling my esophagus. That's a weird sentence to say on the internet, but it's been said and it's done. Let's not talk about it ever again. There's a Reddit post that pops up every now and again of like a couple that will a couple that were like, yeah, we met. We were in the same picture, like around a fountain or whatever, as children. I like this little guy and his guitar. Toda Brava. Tuada Brava. Mind control of an esophagus is very powerful. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I feel like I need to start wearing a tinfoil hat. Oh, hi, Satan. Tico. Tico. I'm not interested.
Warning, please be advised that the following game contains no glorification or use of drugs. It is a homage to Brazilian bootleg games and mods of the 2000s and Brazilian pop culture.
Oh! So, the mention of drugs reminds me. So, interestingly, so Doja Cat is in F126. Or in F125. Oh, this fucking thing! Oh, no. Oh, okay, I'm ignoring this again. I did not enjoy this at all. Oh, no. I'm over it. I'm over it. Anyway, so, but today I learned that Doja is a slang for marijuana because they censored Doja Cat's name. And Loz and I were like, why the fuck did they do that? And today I learned, so weird Streisand effect moment. Tico art looks cute. Yeah, I agree. It looked cute. Just not my thing. Wait, what happened with Elon? What happened? I need to know. I hate this trailer so fucking much. Is that Steamboat Willie? What is happening? Help me. Caravana 2000. Unsure if scared or aroused or both. Excellent. Thank you, Jammy. Thank you, dearest Jam. I have no idea what to make of this.
Latin America's gaming industry continues to grow.
Is that on the
at
list
an
of fucking
incredible
games
pace,
now?
And the road ahead has never looked brighter. Let's take a look at some of the games arriving later this year and beyond.
I have no clue. No clue. Confirm that Alabaster is alive. Just turn this into a crosswinds, huh? Okay. Interesting. You have me. Okay, well, fuck it. I'm in. Let's have a look and see what Jam posted a second while this goes on about the truth. Hack, get rid of vilify. Thanks, you frog build looking bitch. That's good humor. I mean, I guess finally X has brought back humor, right? So that's some good comedy right there. Out of frame. I'll add it. I'm already at 32 games that I want to play out of this, so another good showcase. I can fight a Game Boy? Did these people see you fighting like vending machines in Street Fighter and fridges in Street Fighter 6 and were like, we need to do that as like a proper character? I don't like the animation on it for a fighting game. That seems fine. Is this multiplayer blueprints? No. Maybe? Possibly? We can burn down the place! Fun music. Funky. Loot list. Strip club! Okay, I'm all over it. I was already gonna add it, but now I need to add it to the top of the fucking list too. You just like the mechanics. Okay, is it like how it looks, it feels, where just like the arc of the jump just looks awkward and the float just also looks awkward? It looks like weirdly slow and like both non-weighty and too weighty, if you get what I mean. That's how it looked from the animation. So that guy scares me. Also, don't call me pumpkin unless I am a pumpkin. Oh, okay, I'm a pumpkin. Never mind. This game shouldn't be remind me of Costume Quest, but it's reminding me of Costume Quest. Okay, sure. Oh, depending on the colors, buttons change the actions they do? That sounds like a lot to think of. Jesus. Feels awkward in gameplay. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Roxas. I'll take that into my list. You and White Grey are giving me a lot to think about this week with sampling demos. That yay scream is interesting. Yeah! 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 Bird game! Extensive bird game! The bird song tree! Alright, it's on the list. Burbs. 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 Oh, I'm super tacky, hi. Oh, hello there. You may be tackier than I. Well, go on then. Show me explosions if you say cool guys cause them. Super tacky Astro Ranger, huh? Okay. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look interesting enough? I don't know. Meh.
And while the future looks bright, there are already some amazing games available today.
Welcome to the worst shift imaginable. In retail hell, you're trapped inside Purgatory's only convenience store, serving terrifying customers while trying to survive the night, stock shelves, uncover secrets, and keep the horrors at bay.
Oh god, I don't like that.
Fast, think faster, and crush endless waves of robots in Gears of Glory. This explosive mix of tower defense and high-speed action challenges you to defend your base while tearing through enemies at full speed. Step into a brutal infected metropolis in Vultures, Scavengers of Death, a tactical survival horror where you scavenge for resources, survive deadly encounters, and uncover the truth behind a world consumed by infection. A dead man hired you to solve his murder. In the posthumous investigation, every suspect has secrets, schedules, and motives hidden beneath the surface.
Alright, I think I'll look through the women-led game stuff tomorrow. I am tired.
Fight through hordes of enemies in
I'm gonna call it after this. How long's left on this? 6 minutes, okay.
Mythology. Harness the power of Morrigan, goddess of death.
It's been good though. I've enjoyed this Latin American game showcase. Lags. I think like last year, it's interesting to see. Oh, some of the design in this looks similar to Baccarat.
Uncover all the secrets in this wild platforming adventure today.
I think it might just be the pixel eye, really, but yeah.
That's all for this year's Latin American
Hey,
Game
cool.
Showcase Summer Game Fest edition.
Huge thanks once again to all of our presenting sponsors, our media, broadcast, PR, and community partners.
And of course, Jeff Keighley, Emily Weir, and all the Summer Game
Oh yeah,
Fest team
I
for
saw
their
Lucy
support.
James mention that
Don't
Jeff
forget to
is a
wish
supporter
your
of
favorite
the
games throughout our
new
official
website
Steam
thing that
event.
she's doing,
If
which
you're
is neat. So
continuing
that's
your
cool.
Summer Game Fest weekend,
I'm
make
glad
sure
to
tune in
hear
for
it
even more
and see it.
showcases, starting
It'll
with
help
the
it build
Women
out,
Games
and I'm
Showcase
intrigued by
right
the
after
first
our
email
event
that came
at
through
4
in
p.m.
Lucy's story.
Pacific. And be
And
sure
obviously,
to
you know,
tune
having
in
that
to
affinity
Summer
with
Game Fest
Lucy
on
from
June 5th
Giant Bomb
live
and
from
GameSpot and all
LA
that,
at 2
so.
p.m. Pacific. For the scouts and publishers watching, over half
I'm
of
very
the
upset that the
showcase
official
today are either
co-streamer
self-published
image,
or open for publishing opportunities. So if
without
any
the
of these
time is the
games
exact
caught
same
your
as
eye,
last year's
reach out. We can
image
help
for the
you
media
connect.
pack
And finally,
for Summer
we're
Game Fest.
incredibly excited to announce that this December we'll return with something brand new.
Ooh,
The very first
Christmas
Lax
lags.
Game
Oh,
Awards,
they're doing their own
celebrating
Game
the
Awards?
best games
Cool.
from across Latin America. We'll have more information soon on our website and social channels.
Thank you again for celebrating Latin American Game with us.
I don't know if I'm going to add it to
But
all this
before
just
we
because
go,
I feel
as
the Game
tradition
Awards is the only thing I want to
demands,
watch
we
around
have
Christmas,
one more
but
thing.
sure. That's neat. Hopefully it brings more release dates out for people and... Okay. Interesting mechanic. The fluidity with the block with the shield there has me interested most, just like something to see straight away. So like I'm like, okay, this looks like it controls decently and might be fun. How many fucking Protocol games have there been this week? I need to list all the Protocol games. Okay, cool. That looks nice. Live on Kickstarter, you say, huh? Cool. Right. Well, there we go. Right. I'm gonna check how long the women's led showcase is, just so I can figure out what I can do tomorrow, and maybe I will just try and do like a mixture of games, trailers. We'll see. Right, that's it, right? That's just gonna be the sizzle reel at the end. Yep, cool. Right, there we go. Yeah, thanks to Lags for that. That was pretty neat. That was pretty neat. Oh, that's the Summer Game Fest stream. Where is... No, that's Nextlander and that's Joshima's. Where the fuck is the women-led games showcase? 124. Okay, I'll sort out whatever for that for tomorrow and try and work through that and the other shows here to watch. What fucking Insider Gamer Showcase, Indie Quest, and I don't think I really want to go through the horror game awards thing, but like I was scrubbing through it and there's like a couple of horror games where I'm like maybe, but I don't know. I don't want to fucking watch the whole thing. But whatever. I'll be back then at some point in my evening time, probably early afternoon, US Eastern, morning to lunchtime, Pacific, and whatever the fuck in Japan. So, you know, that's what I always say. Whatever the fuck in Japan. Angling for at least 6 days of live streaming in a row, possibly, maybe no, it'll be 7 if I do 7. If I do 6, it'll be 7. So, and then I will barely be around next week because it's Le Mans week. But then after that, I'm hoping to be back on a consistent Wednesday and Friday schedule. So we'll see. Next week, hopefully still doing the race with Jam if we can work it out in Truck Sim, which shall be very fun. I'm very much looking forward to that with my dearest Jammy. And we'll work that out. Anyway, let's ignore Joshima's being on the screen, and I shall see you guys whenever, wherever. We're not meant to be together because I like the distance between us. I like the screen, but, you know, I'll give you a solid handshake if I meet you. Maybe.